We're back. We're back. We're back. I believe we're back. We're back. We're back. Thanks for coming back to Larger Curves. Make sure you're smashing the like button, smash the subscribe button on your way in. Ring that bell so you can get notified when we upload videos and so you can become part of the beautiful curvy community that we're growing in the YouTube streets. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being near. Thanks for being you. Right on. Let's see what's happening. Let's go out. Let's come in. Let's see what's happening. Thanks for being here. Come back in the room. Not sure what happened. Not sure what happened. Thanks for coming to Larger Curves. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way in. Ring that bell so you can get notified when we upload videos and so you can become part of the beautiful curvy community that we're growing globally. Thanks for coming through. I don't know what happened to the last live. I told you, I be telling the truth over here. I must have been telling some kind of truth. I hope I didn't say nothing too bad that'll get me Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? I hope whatever they shut me down over isn't going to get me Candace Owens. Mm-hmm. You know, old girl got demonetized for something. I don't know. They said she was being AS. Yep. The ever expanding AS. Yes. So come back in the room, you guys. I don't know what happened. I must be telling some truth. I was saying how the DNC never wins when you play dirty. That's where I was in the middle of. See if it starts skipping again when I start saying how you never win when you play dirty, talking about the DNC. That's where the stuff went awry, you guys. That's where it went awry. Did you notice that? Stuff like that happens to me all the time. Oh, please don't be frozen like that. Is that where it's frozen? Really? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's open this like this. I don't know what happened. I'm telling you, that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. I'll start talking about how watermelon should be free, and all of a sudden my phone will start getting hecka staticky and garbled and echoey. And then on my platforms, I'll start talking about what I see. It's all just opinions, and I still have a right to an opinion, I think. I'm not sure. That was never covered constitutionally. And even though freedom of speech is heavily under attack, therefore we already live in a fascist state. But hey, I'm not a freaking genius about this stuff. I'm just a participant. But the last live we were just in, it's more of the marketing. Did y'all know that? Because when I was bitching and moaning about how did Kamala Harris even come to be the nominee? Okay, I got cut off when I was bitching and moaning about how did Kamala Harris come to be the nominee, and it got shut off. Okay, you got to start where it starts. And she wasn't on the ticket in the primary. Oh. Never have I ever. I'm going back to see where we got cut off. They say, oh, I don't want it anymore. Here, I'm going to give it to this person without my consent. I did not consent. I did not agree. I did not agree. And it was a pity of Joe anyway. I gave him a pity vote. My father had just passed, and he and I had a very lengthy conversation. It was one of our Oh, they cut me off, y'all. Right when I was saying about how I did not consent to my vote being assigned to Kamala Harris. I didn't consent to that. Is it going to get cut off again? Let's see. I'm going over here and checking. Let's see. Yeah, mademoiselle, exactly. Well, I hope the people come back because we're getting started now. That was long enough. So I'm going to show you guys what Jill Stein and Dr. Jill Stein and Dr. Butch Ware expected in the share. Come on. Yeah, that was kind of spooky. I'm telling you though, that's kind of stuff happens to me more than not. We still here? We still here? We still here? Okay, yeah, we're still here. So we're over here on Jill Stein's page, and this is what they thought it was going to be like.
March for freedom. Hi, I'm Jill Stein. I'm the Green Party candidate for president, and this is my running mate.
I'm Butch Ware, vice presidential candidate for the Green Party.
And we'll be on tomorrow on the Breakfast Club. Please join us, and you can check us out on social media. I'm at jillstein2024.com or at Dr. Jill Stein, Dr. No period Jill Stein, and you can check out
at Butch Ware on all platforms, and the show's gonna be hot.
Right on.
Hi, I'm Jill Stein. I'm the Green Party candidate for president, and this is my running mate.
I'm Butch Ware.
Now, the reason I'm showing this is because they seem so unsuspecting about what's to come. What happened? I have no idea. I feel like America, it won't go up or down for me. Let's pin the comment so I can see what it says. I feel like America is secretly a Russia or China. Very well could be. I mean, when other places own you, it could very well happen. But let's just look at the comments real quick. Uh, these comments say it all. The person in my family who is like, yeah, 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 Kamala, immediately called me. They were like, "Oh, did you see Angela Rye got Jill's and Butch on the thing, and they're so unqualified. They don't even know how many numbers of the people is in the Congress, and they da 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 da." And she talked to Russia before, and okay, I was like, "Well, let me go watch it." So I went and watched it, and what I saw is kind of like what these comments are saying. And this is before they had went on, I'm probably after, but what we just saw was from their anticipated meeting with the Breakfast Club. The anti-G side team, you showed incredible class and grace. I love how Ware is so quick with the responses. Seemed like they wanted to smear you all, but they failed. Yo, those clips of the Breakfast Club were vile attacks on Jill and Butch. Blue Rye taking APAC money. Can't wait to vote for you two in November. That's what's up. The world needs to hear you. You make an excellent team. Congratulations. I can't say enough. I will be tuning in. This was an impassioned and powerful interview. Thank you, Jill Stein and Butch Ware, for offering the American people another option And that's where I am with this. I told my dad, I was telling you guys in December when my dad passed, one of our last awesome conversations was about the about voting. And I told him, me and my dad talked very frankly. I was like, Dad, not getting talked out of my panties no more. And that's what they're doing with these votes. Every time it's vote for me and then shut up until I feel like hearing from you when I need another vote from you. And never do we ever get considered. Never do they ever follow through on what they said they were going to do for us. And I refuse to participate in the way that I've been participating in future elections and voting between what I like to refer to as the two sepsis filled booty cheeks, because they're two cheeks of the same ass and they are clapping in the strip club for our vote. Okay. But it's two cheeks of the same ass. Okay. And America is the stripper because she will do anything for $1 at this point. Okay. And the duopoly, which is a nicer way of saying it because my mom did say it was a little vulgar to refer to it as a sepsis filled booty cheek, from diaper rash. And the diaper rash is all the lies that we keep getting told and all the promises they keep breaking. Or after time, that stuff rubs against and it irritates and it causes chafing. And if the chafing goes untreated, then you can end up with a horrible diaper rash that can get infected, and you can need more than Desitin for that. Okay. And right now, my more than Desitin is voting outside of this duopoly. Yeah, that's my more than Desitin right now. That's the only thing I have. I refuse to participate in evils. I refuse to participate in voting in the lesser of two evils. Since my first vote, even my grandma, rest in peace, used to say, "Oh, you better to choose the devil you know than the devil you don't." Voting for the lesser of two evils. That's been a continuous theme for every voting cycle. And I'm in my 50s now, you guys. I voted since the first time I could legally vote till now. In every single election, whether it's for governors, evils, mayoral evil, the place you can really nip this shit in the bud is on your city council level. But after that, it seems to just be this mountainous snowball of evil filled options. I'm not sure why. Yet the two options that have been running shit are coming up short. Both sides. They're like playing hot potato with us. They're like, they get us all heated and activated. And they're like, oh, we're going to do this for you. Oh, and then they can't keep us. They can't keep us in their hand. And then they toss us to the Republicans. And the Republicans get their chance. And then they fuck it up even more. And then they toss it back to the Democrats. And then the Democrats get it. And what everybody's talking about is that this time the Democrats have had it for like 12 years, pretty much, you guys. There was only a 4-year respite when 45 had it out of the last 12 years, which is so weird because in Kamala's interview, she mentioned that for the last decade, America's been going, but it's all been under the Democratic watch while they had the hot potato, you guys. So hey, you're not going to keep playing hot potato with my ass. You don't have to tell me 85 times. I get it the 86th time. Oh, there was another option. Oh, there is another option. Oh, all we have to really do is vote for the other option to make it a real option, just like all they have to do is say a lie loud enough, long enough, bold enough for the lie to be seen as the truth and then repeated as the truth to me. That it's okay that nobody was on this Democratic, that nobody was on the Democratic ticket named Kamala Harris at the primary. And even at that time, we didn't know she was going to be vice president. Even if Joe Biden had run, which he was, he still had to name a vice president. He didn't have to pick Kamala Harris again, you guys. So there was no automatic, oh, it would have been her. Because he would have announced his vice president at the DNC by the time the DNC convention had happened, the Do Not Care convention. By the time that happened. I don't know what gave the delegates the authority to, in my stead, cast a vote for her for my state. I did not agree or consent to that. When she ran for president in 2020, she only had 1%. Talk about losers, which we'll get to in this interview. When we get into this interview, they're going to try to shame Dr. Jill Stein for running so many times and not having enough momentum. But I feel like the momentum is here. A lot of people are feeling the same way. They want to get out of this diaper. They want to get out of this smelly baby's kid's diaper. They want to get out and free themselves. They want to meet at the west gate of the plantation at midnight and listen for caca, caca, so we can run towards freedom. And at least give it a try. At least give it a try. It's only 4 years. And if in 4 years of a brand new lover called the third option, if in 4 years you're not more satisfied, or it's not a little different, or it too turns out to be the same exact thing, the other one will be there, waiting, plotting, scheming the entire time the way they have been to keep them off the ballots. Bet your bottom dollar if they do get in, there'll be all kinds of plots and schemes then. And let's start listening. So yeah, these freaking comments were going in, and actually feel very sympathetic towards Dr. Jill Stein and Dr. Butch Ware. So even if you go to the Breakfast Club, because this is on Jill Stein's page. So if you go to the Breakfast Club and you look at it, where is their interview? Here we go. It got a lot of chutzpah. So even if you go to the comments here.
Y'all are the Green Party presidential candidate and running. Other people, what is the Green Party and how are they different from the Democrats and the Republicans?
Well, for one thing, we take money from billionaires and bankers and APAC and Wall Street and the war machine. So we're a people-powered party. That's what makes us totally different. That's what liberates us to actually tell it like it is and to stand up.
The comments on Jill's page weren't pro Jill just because it was Jill's page. This is the Breakfast Club's Instagram page, and it starts with "She has my vote." Angela going so hard for the Dems, and they don't give a damn about her or any of us. They attack anyone who is not a Democrat, per usual. It's a whole bunch of people in here repeating "split the vote," and you can tell you're just repeating lines you've heard from the Democrats. Free y'all from the machine. I actually like what the Green Party is talking about. At least they're not talking power and networks. We can actually beat the machine, but our culture ain't willing to make the sacrifice to do it. Things gonna continue to get worse. People are at the Breakfast Club at the thought of getting something. They are so indebted to whatever allegiance they've decided to give to the Democrats, specifically, seemingly, that they are willing to forego even hearing about reparations for Black people. Oh, it disappeared? When did that happen? See, shit's tripping. On my screen, I'm showing that I still had the Breakfast Club thing up there. So weird. Did you guys even see the comments that I was reading? Let's go back and see if it'll let us. I must be speaking some truth or something. I don't know. I don't even have a big old. I'm just trying to share some information. But these are the comments on the actual page of the Breakfast Club. And everybody is very pro Jill Stein and everything. And I feel like it's obvious they had like some kind of agenda and came in with that. And based off of that agenda, they were saying very specific things and thought that those talking points would be enough to get other people to then pick up those talking points and not see them as a viable option and see them as a weakness instead of see them as tenacious, let's say, or persistent.